Okay, so this session I'm trying to keep it limited to the people who are clearing this prelims 2025. But still, we will have some doubts resolution of people who have may not be able to clear this, not cleared also. And if there is any doubt, you can ask him. In the last time, in the last time of the slide, I will be able to give you the time in order to ask your doubts. Okay, so you utilize this time for that purpose, right? So now, so what should we do after clearing this UPSC prelims? The prelims was a bit moderate this time. Yes, I'm not saying that it was very easy, but it was not very difficult also. Okay, I'm not saying that it was very difficult. No, it was it was easy to moderate. Okay, and it was on the side of moderate. Okay, in the larger side of the moderate, but it was not very difficult. Okay, so what actually has been done? We have predicted this cutoff to be approximately 85 marks this year. So even if you are getting this marks approximately in this range of 82 to 88, approximately this, so you can start preparing for the mains. Okay, and some of you who have not cleared this prelims, so we will be having a separate strategy for all of you. Okay, you can go for that. Right. So let's start from this. That what is to be done after clearing this prelims. Right. So let's start. So congratulations. This is an achievement that you have cleared this prelims, right? And so you have cleared a major hurdle and you can celebrate this, right? But what actually is happening is that the main battle will start now because you have cleared a major hurdle, but the main big hurdle is the mains, and this is the new battleground for you for coming 3 months approximately, right? So now, what is the uncertainty here? Is the time is limited because from 22nd of August 2025, the mains will start, and today is the 30th of May, right? So approximately 84 days are left from now. So within this 84 days, you have to divide your syllabus, you have to revise everything, and you have to come out with a plan. That is a very challenging. You have to give the mock test also. You have to revise your optional GS and essay also. So these are some of the things that you have to do within a duration of 84 days, and that is very hard, very challenging. So we have come up with a plan. You have to follow that plan, and then only you will be able to get success in this mains also, right? So what you have to do, you have to reorient your mind. Now, what actually was the mind frame in the prelims? Mind frame in the prelims is objective type. So you have to be you have to be crunching the facts. You have to be analyzing those things with respect to the prelims, right? Now, what is needed is the analytical aspect. You have to describe the things. So you have to think descriptively, right? You have to write those questions within a duration of 7 minutes or maybe 12 minutes for a 15 marker question. So you have to think, you have to act, and then you have to write also. So your mind, pen, and also the body combination should be very perfect in order to attempt the mains, right? So this is the main hurdle for this when you are going to attempt the mains. So what is the structure of the mains for the people who are giving it on the first time? There are total 9 papers, right? Two are qualifying. That is language paper A, language and English paper B. If you are not able to qualify this paper, then attempting this paper will be a waste. So you should be very careful while solving these papers. You should not get disqualified or should not get the marks. Should be able to get the minimum marks so that your other copies, other subjects get evaluated, right? Okay, so those subjects which will be included in the merit will be essay, that will be in the first day. Okay, only single day. and then you will be given four GS, two GS papers in a single day. Okay, so this thing, these papers will be in one go on Saturday and Sunday, right? And then the next week will be optional paper first and second, along with these qualifying subjects. Okay, so this is the structure of the mains. Total 1750 marks is allotted for the mains, and out of them, if you are able to secure approximately 750 marks, you have done the job, right? So even even the topper is able to secure approximately 800 something 20 something marks. 800, 820, 30. It keeps on varying year by year, but it is the type, it is the marks that the topper gets. So you have to secure out of 70 700 1750 approximately 750 marks, and your job will be done, right? So this is the structure of main. This is the value that you have to give. You have to give the quality time to this mains preparation so that you can achieve this marks, this minimum marks, right? So this is the structure of the mains. Now moving to the how we have to go for this preparation, right? So you have to revise those GS concepts again. Those concepts which were available till now, you have read till now for your prelims. Now those concepts have to be revised with the focus on the mains, right? You have to utilize those understanding that you have built in the while preparing for the mains, for the prelims. You have to utilize that understanding the mains. You have to deep down into the GS topics with added depth. Depth in the sense that I have already described, to be descriptive and analytical. This is what is needed, right? And you have to add value into your answers. Even half marks that you get by adding the value, okay, value addition, then you will be able to gain approximately 10 marks, right, in the whole paper. So this is the power of this value addition. And in that value addition, you have to add some examples, data, codes, or committee reports. So committee recommendations become very important when you are adding value to your answer, right? Make the syllabus-wise notes for GS 1 to 4. Every GS, you should have a limited copy of 10 to 15 pages, which you can revise before going to the exam. Only 10 to 15. Whole GS paper should be included in that. So this is how you have to prepare for this exam. Okay, keep the notes ready with you. Okay, whenever you are forgetting some concept, you are forgetting something, you just write it down in those pages, in those notes, which you have to revise before going to the exam. Link those current affairs with the static topic. Right. So current affairs linking with the static topic becomes very important. And for this current affairs, I will be taking the separate slide also. Right. So this is how you have to go for this revision aspect of GS papers. Now, moving to the daily answer writing. Daily answer writing is very important. You have to start from today only, because this is an art. This is an art, and it develops with practice. So practice becomes very important, and you have to start practicing from today on. You have to write at least two answers per day from today onwards, right? And yeah, a structural format has to be followed. Okay, this you may be knowing, but for those who are attempting it at first time, you have to follow this structure. That is introduction, then body. You have to give conclusion at the end. So this is the format that you have to follow, right? Your answer should look like this. If this is the page of the these are the some two pages, then this is the question that has been written here, and this is the introduction that you will write. You will start body from here till here, and at the end you will give conclusion. Only this much is the relevant, right? So this is how your structure should be formed. Structure format should be there. Focus on the clarity, balancing the arguments and diagrams. So your answer should not be very hodgepodge. Your answer should be clearly visible to the evaluator. the more clarity you will give to the evaluator in the in writing during the writing of the question as well as the arguments that you give. Okay, the clearer they will be, the more marks he will be awarded to. Right. So you should balance your arguments. Like some of the questions are in the critically examined. Right. So you have to balance your arguments. You have to give positives as well as negatives in the balanced way. Right. And then you have to conclude in a balanced manner. Right. And also the diagrams becomes very important. How? Because you can give more, much of the information through the diagrams. Okay. Like suppose one diagram is to be created, so you have to practice these type of diagrams, and the way they you can represent your question. You can follow this structure also, the star pattern. Okay. You can write informations here, right? You can follow the triangular pattern also, right? You can write one thing here, another here, and third is here. So when you have three things at your hand, 3 points at your hand, you can follow this triangular format. If you have 4 points, you can follow this star type pattern, right? You can go for any type of diagram, but diagram and flowcharts become very important when you have to give much of the detail within a limited space of the time, limited space as well as a time, right? And daily answer writing program of Strategise is also running, so you can you use and you can make use of this diagram, this part also. Okay, so this coaching, Strategise the Edge IS, that is our coaching, provides you the daily answer writing program, and you can write 2 questions per day here also. Okay, and those will be evaluated within a duration of 48 hours. Okay, so we try to give within the duration of 24 hours, because when you are writing the mains, you should be the fastness or the readiness of the evaluator becomes very important in this stage of the exam. The answers that you are writing, you don't know if you have written it in an effective manner or not. What are the things? What are the value additions? What are the corrections that should be made while you write the answers? So in that sense, timely evaluation of the question papers becomes very important, and we give you the time duration of 24 hours, but it can stretch to 48 hours, but not beyond that, right? So 2 questions per day you can follow on the Strategise S-10 channel also, right? So this becomes very important. Now, moving from GS to essay. So essay writing will be very important in this maze. So you have to start with one essay paper per week. Even if you are not able to follow one essay paper, but the bare minimum that you have to give is the one essay per week for the start, right? So you have to be very conscious in this. Why? Because you have to take multi-dimensional topics. Maybe you have to be focused on the philosophical aspect, because philosophical essays are coming these times. Okay, for maybe 3 to 4 years. Philosophical essay is one of the favorite of the UPSC. So you should focus on the philosophical aspect of when you practice the essays. But you can't leave the other aspects like societal governance, etc. You should focus on those aspects also. Okay, so prepare an essay on education, prepare an essay on health, prepare an essay on maybe like liberties. Okay, so these type of topics becomes very important when you're going to write the mains, because no one knows when the UPSC is going to change the pattern. The pattern today and since 2 or 3 years back is UPSC is more focused towards philosophical essays, but UPSC is UPSC. It can change its pattern readily, right? So you should be prepared. You should be prepared for that uncertainty also. Okay. One more topic that I should also mention is the women. Women empowerment is also one of the focused theme that UPSC has repetitively asked. So you should also focus on this essay topic also. right? So writing a one or two essay on each of these topic will improve your writing speed as well as the presentation aspect. So you should focus on this essay writing, right? The structure that you have to follow for this essay is the same as you follow for the question, but the idea remains, the things that the content that you give in the essay, that becomes very important. That is changed from the answers that you GS answers that you write. Okay, but the structure remains the same. You have to write introduction first, then you have to go for the multidimensional body part. Okay, and the more dimensions that you include in the body part, it becomes very good, and evaluator also enjoys reading your essay, right? And at the end, you have to give the conclusion. So some of the things that you can add in your introduction is the anecdotes, quotes, and the constitution and the reports also, in order to give or back your arguments. So these are the things that you should focus while writing the essays, right? So you can also follow. You can at maybe two, not two, 1 month later, you can join a test series of 8 essays, right? And then you have to write these essays every week in order to practice for the UPSC. And these 8 essays, you have to get them evaluated, okay? And you have to work on evaluation parameters. Okay, whatever the points the evaluator gives, you have to work upon. Okay, don't be very focused about the marks. Marks may not be even that important, but what is important is that you work on the evaluator's recommendations, your remarks that this evaluator gives, right? So these are the things that you should focus while writing the essays. Okay, separately you can also visit the Strive IS website also, and there also you will be finding this essay course where you can write one essay weekly, right? So this thing can you can also achieve from the Strategise Academy. Okay, that is our institute. Now, moving to the optional aspect, optional subject becomes very important. Why? Because there are two optional papers of 250 marks each, and this combined becomes 500 marks. And this is a major chunk that you should not take very lightly. So how to follow this structure, this optional papers? How to go for it? You have to revise them entire syllabus within the first 2 weeks. Try to revise it. If you have already done these optional papers once before prelims, then you have to revise this within the duration of 2 weeks, and then start practicing previous year questions as well as join a test series of any reputed institute which provides you the optional test series, and you keep on writing those tests, keep on improving, keep on practicing, right? So this is what you have to do. When you will be getting the recommendations, you will be getting the remarks of the evaluator. Work on them. Work on structuring your answer for optional, so that your option becomes very important, and your preparation of option becomes very comprehensive, right? Keep on making the concise notes also. The same thing that works for GS also works for option, like creation of the short notes, concise notes. So you have to practice this. You have to keep on practice this option subject, because option subject is very important for your rank, which decides your rank, right? Now, moving towards the current affairs aspect, that I have already told you that current affairs I will be dealing lately, right? In the current affairs, you have to make a habit to read the newspaper daily. This is very important. You may have not read this current affairs or the newspapers till now, till in the preparation. You may have depended on the monthly compilations or anything, but now it is your mains. You have to be very consciously understanding the topics, the current affair topics that are going around in the nation as well as international affairs. You should be you should be developing your analytical skills, and that can only be happening when you read the newspaper, right? When you will be reading the newspaper for mains, For mains, you should be focusing on editorials. You should be focusing on a pre-PIB. Magazines like Yojana, Kukshet. These will be your ready or go to the material, which will be very important on and the importance of current affairs becomes very important for the GS paper 2 for the polity and international relations, as well as GS paper 3 for economics as well as internal security. And don't forget about this environment and science and technology. These are the some of the topics GS paper 1, GS paper 2 and 3 where current affairs becomes very important because questions will be directly coming from the current affairs. Right. So this becomes very important, and you should follow the newspaper daily. Alternatively, you can also follow the Strategise IS जो infographic edition है. We always provide this daily infographic edition. Okay, and we have a separate WhatsApp community which where we post this daily infographic editions. Right. So you should follow that because newspaper has has every type of material which may not be important for you for the UPSC relevance. Okay, so in order to be relevant, what we do, we eliminate those sections which is not important for UPSC. Okay, and we only provide you the sections which are important for UPSC as well as a highlighted portion. So daily infographics is the thing that you can maybe able to finish within the duration of 40 to 45 minutes, and this is the time that is required for reading the newspaper, not more than that, right? You have to segregate the current affairs notes from GS paper wise. Okay, whatever is GS paper, the current affairs comes, you have to segregate those notes in GS paper 2, GS paper 3, GS paper 1. Sometimes some topics may come in the current affairs which may be relevant for GS paper 1. You can take an example of the art and culture. Okay, where the Chola, something related to Chola Empire comes. Then Chola Empires becomes very important for the mains because UPSC can ask because it was in the news. So this is the type of things that you should do when you will be writing reading those current affairs. Link this current affairs with the mains topics. Okay, and use monthly comparison for revisions. Okay, daily you will be reading the newspaper. You may not be able to get all those things, all those topics which are relevant for the mains. So you can at the end you can go for the compilation for the monthly comparison for revision. Okay, so what monthly compilation also does, it combines many newspapers. Okay, so you may be focusing a single newspaper, but then compilations will be from different newspapers, and you will be having a different type of analytics from that, right? So understanding becomes very important. Now, moving from the essays to main test series. Main test series also becomes very important. Why? Because you have to choose any test series, okay, in order to practice the GS questions. You may be reading the GS. You have read it from the prelims preparation also. But when you are going for the GS questions, when you are going to attempt the GS in the mains, that requires a different level of skills. That only can come when you practice them by on a paper, right? So different type of questions, a type of analytical questions, the questions which you may not have prepared, the topics you have not may not have prepared by in that direction that the question is asking, right? So these type of things can come while you are practicing them. This becomes very important. So you have to join a test series. You can go for the main test series of the Strategise also. Okay, this is the ultimate main test series that we are also running. Okay, there you can attempt the test every weekly also. Okay, you can join this test series also. Ultimately, you can join the test series of any other coaching also. You are always free to get anything. Okay, but practicing this main test series becomes very important. Now, if you are appearing for the first time, practice the sectional test also. This becomes very important. While you have to attempt the full length test also, but sectional test becomes very important for the conceptual clarity as well as broadening the understanding of broadening your understanding. So sectional test becomes very important when you are attempting for first time, right? Those people who are giving this mains or writing these mains again, they have already practiced this section tests, so you can go for the full length test. Okay, 8 to 12 test will be suffice. Stick to those scheduled strictly. You have to write that test on that day, then you have to write that on that day. There should not be any excuse, and you should go uh, fully prepared. You should try that you will be going fully prepared. Right. This will be very important because when you will be having some target, then you will be preparing it. Right. Okay. So focus on structuring the answer, data use, and speed. So structuring the answer when you are writing the tests, okay, the mains test, then structure becomes very important. Okay, so you have to work on that art. You have to use data, you have to use facts, you have to increase your speed so that you are able to complete that those 20 questions within a duration of 3 hours. This is the type of habits that you have to develop by writing those mains test series. Questions may be repeated, questions may not get repeated. That is an entirely different thing. But what you need to do is you have to go and practice. Okay, so I have already told you 84 days are left, so 84 days plans need to be prepared. Okay, with weekly targets, allocate 1 hour for writing the daily. And daily should you should practice those two questions, at least two questions. You may go for 5 questions per day, but two questions should be written. Weekly revision, and then keep Sundays for the full length test as well as essay practice. So essay practicing and full length test will be taken up on Sundays. Okay, so this is the plan that you should prepare. Okay, so though I have given some of the plan, but you have to prepare a plan for 84 days. Okay, I am also going to give you the plan for 84 days, but it will be better if you are able to come up with your own plan according to your needs, according to the suitability that you already have. And milestones. When you are able to prepare one GS paper, okay, suppose you have prepared GS paper 2, then keep a milestone or milestone that okay, yes, you have prepared it. You just pat on the back that okay, you have completed this paper timely, and you have delivered whatever that was expected from you. Okay, and this will keep your motivation high. Okay, keeping motivation for this entire duration of 84 days becomes very important. Okay, so you should be motivated. You should have a batch of the friends. Have few friends who keep you motivated. Motivated. Keep keep be in a habit to talk to the family members who keep you motivated. And if you have a mentor, then keep on calling him or asking him what are the things that you can do, what are the things you can practice better, what are the things that you can do better in order to score higher marks. So these are the things that you can do in these times. Okay, so I have come up with a timetable that you can stick to. Within the first week, what you have to do, you have to start with the polity and governance. These are the two things that you have to revise. And though I am giving you the revision aspect, I am considering that you have already covered this polity and as well as this governance once before the prelims also. So Lakshmikant, ARC reports, governance, constitution, and polity issues, etc. These are the things that you should be doing within a duration of 1 week or first week. And polity is the thing that we have already covered, so it won't take much of the time. So governance, focus mostly on the governance. Then on in the week 2, and that I have already told you the Sunday, what you have to do, you have to give a test. You should give a test on the polity and governance aspect so that you can start writing and analyzing those things again and again. This becomes an iterative thing in your mind. On the second week, you have to attempt GS paper 2 on international relations and social justice. India's foreign policy, neighbors, international relations, international body, etc., schemes and welfare initiative, etc. These are the things that you have to cover, right? On the week 3, you go for the Indian history and world history part. So within the duration of 2 weeks, you have to go for GS paper two. So your GS paper two should be completed within the duration of 2 weeks. Then go for Indian history, world history, and GS paper one's society and geography in the next 2 weeks. GS one again in the GS in the week five. Go with economy and agriculture. Okay, and in the week six, go for science and technology, environment, security, and disaster management. This is the time that you should be giving for GS paper three. So within the duration of 6 weeks, that is 1.5 months approximately, okay, your three GS papers should be complete. This is the thing that you should, this is the plan that you should be able to work upon. Right. Now, for week 7 and 8, we will be going with the GS paper 4. That is ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Why I have given this paper 2 weeks? Because developing conceptual understanding as well as uh, writing those definitions, etc., becomes very important in GS. So you should be having a paper and where every definition as well as every definition as well as every right. So that is why this I have given you 2 weeks time for the ethics. And what you can also do, even if some leftover portion is left in your this GS paper one, two, and three, then you can just adjust it in GS paper in week seven. And so by the end of the 2 months, right, 2 months, your all the GS papers should be revised at least once. You should be able to go through at least once, right? Now, going for the next week 9 and 10, you will be going for the first revision cycle. Your mind maps, your highlighted notes, you will revise them. You will not go for the next things, new things. But yes, in these time, you should be keep on following the current affairs. These are the some things that you should be focusing and you should be building as a new things. Okay, but all those things, other things, you should not be focusing upon. Now, on the week 11, you should go for second revision. Only 1 week will be sufficient. On in the week 12th, in the 12th week, you should go for full length mock test. What you will do, you will go and simulate an environment of GS papers as you will be going for the UPSC Mains examination. You will go there, okay. You will attempt one essay in a day. You will come back. You will revise for your GS paper one and two, right? GS paper one and two. You will go again next day. You will attempt GS paper one and two in a single day, and then you will go for the third day, and GS paper three and four will be attempted by you. Then what will be happening is that take a break of 1 or 2 days. Then you should attempt go and within a single day you should attempt two optional papers, optional paper one as well as optional paper two in the same day. This is the plan that you should focus upon, that you should fulfill upon. And the rest that the time that has is left, it will be for the adjustments. You should adjust accordingly. Whatever there is the left, you should go for it. Okay. Okay. Sahil Chaudhary, please mute yourself. Your voice is coming. Okay. So this is the timetable that you should follow. Okay. I have tried to give you the best timetable. Okay. Even if you are able to come up with your own timetable, it will be good because you know what is your level of understanding at this point of the time, at this point of the at this junction. Right. So you should be having a timetable. Right. Now, going for this next thing, don't neglect these language papers. No, I have given you the structure for GS paper one, two, three, four, and even for option papers, but I have not included anything in the language papers. But don't neglect them because once you are failing in these papers, optional papers or language papers, then all the papers, all GS paper one to four will not be valid. Right. So this becomes very important that you should be focusing on language papers. So you should focus on basic grammar, comparison, and essays, like writing Hindi essays, etc. Both language paper as well as English needs to be practiced. Okay, even if you are able to attempt one paper each, then it will be sufficient, right? But don't neglect it. Health and mindset becomes very important in this preparation because 84 days and rigorous study becomes will be challenging for the mental health. So you have to be sticking to the healthy routine of sleep, take adequate sleep, eat and hydrate yourself. Avoid the burnout. You are is able to, if you are going for a 12 to 14 hours a day, so this will be effective for 2 to 3 days, right? And after this, you will be going for burnout. So avoid this type of things. You should go for a study plan of 10 to 11 hours per day. Okay, so you should be focusing this much only, right? Stay positive because mental resilience is the key. You have to be very attentive, very with your mind. Your mind uh, should be very focused as well as attentive. Okay, then only you will be able to clear or prepare well for this mains 2025. Right. So you should be focusing on your health as well as mindset. Okay, so you have come so far. You have cleared the first stage. You have cleared the prelims. So go ahead and go all in. That is what I have my message for. Clearing prelims has given you a chance, and don't miss this chance. Mains will now decide what is your rank. So you should be focusing on getting the best rank possible that you can get. You should be the better the rank, the better the chances of getting a better service. Right. So this is the thing that you should focus, and the mains will decide what is the service that you are going to be allocated. So make every word, make every second count from here on onwards. So this is what my message is for. Okay. So this is the time for doubts. If any one of you have some doubt, please ask anyone with respect to any stage, any preparation or the mains preparation. This was the plan that I wanted to discuss about. This is the plan that will be very beneficial for you for the coming 84 days. Okay. Is there anything that you want to discuss? Any doubt? Okay. So even if your age is 27, okay, if your age is 27, you can prepare for UPSC. Why not? Okay. You can prepare till 32 years. This is the last stage, this stage, the stage. Okay, even if you are belonging to any category like obese or SC/ST, then the age relaxations are also there, right? So you can prepare even if 27 years is not a very big age, very high age, because there are many friends of me, and also I know many people who have started at this age only after after going for after clearing their graduation. They went to job. Okay, they did service. They went into private job or anything. They did service for 2 to 3 years, and then they have started this preparation. So yes, you can go after 27 years also. Okay, so this is all about the age. Anything else? Anything else that any person wants to discuss about? Any doubt? Okay, one thing that I want to especially talk about is the Dronacharya mentorship program. So anything. So any person who wants to get the mentorship from us, okay. So they can also go for this Dronacharya mentorship program. What we have done, we have included many things like prelims test series, mains test series in it, and even the essay test. This is strictly and very basically focused for 2026, so that in 2026, this prelims of you should be clear. Okay. So this doubt that you have, okay, 27. So you are from general category. So your the last stage, or the last stage for you is 32 years only. Okay, till 32 years. If you are able to clear it, then it's good. Otherwise, from after 32nd of year of your age, you will not be. Jet time duration. I'm not able to get what you are saying. Jet time duration, and how much it should take. I'm not able to get what should take. Please clarify your doubt. Okay, so we have launched this Dronachar mentorship program. It is specifically focused for those people, those students who want to achieve or success in 2026 prelims. Okay, as well as grades. So this is the what you should be focusing on. Okay. So what is your doubt? Time to complete the syllabus. See, it depends on what is the time duration that you are giving. Right. So some of the people they are able to complete within a duration of approximately 7 to 8 months. Okay. Even if it also depends on what is the optional subject that you have. So some optionals get prepared within a duration of 3 to 4 months. Other optionals may take you the duration of 8 to 9 months. Okay. So GS preparation should not take more than 7 to 8 months, and your optional preparation should not take 8 to 9 months. Okay, so this is the duration that is you can complete the syllabus. Okay, after completing the syllabus, what is the main exercise? Main exercise starts that you have to revise those syllabus and you have to practice those questions that will be coming in the prelims as well as this. So thereafter, the main exercise starts. So this is what the doubt regarding your age and as well as the time that you should take. Okay, so this is all. And any other doubt that you have? Any other person who wants to ask that out? Okay, I will take it as no person wants to take the doubt. Okay, so thank you all. Okay, and if there is any query, you can reach out to the Strategise S, and this WhatsApp number is our WhatsApp number is this. Right? You can go for it, and whatever the help that is required for you to clear this mains, we will be able to provide. Okay, so you should reach out to this WhatsApp number. Okay, everyone. If there is a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we are going to end this session. Okay, no doubt. So I will take it as a no doubt. So thank you all. Thank you very much.